Good evening, everyone. My name is Debbie Singleton, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I come to you live Monday evenings at 7 p.m. I hope you had a great weekend and a great Monday. I haven't been on in quite a while because I have been traveling and away and then helping with getting the grandkiddos ready for school, and it's been just crazy. So I also am going to be traveling again, so I'm going to be away again. But I thought I'd pop in here and do a quick card tonight since I'm going to be gone again and share with you this fun new bundle that we have and give you some kind of fun things that are coming up. So I'm so glad that you joined me. So welcome to my channel again. I'm sorry I've been absent. We have been having some really fun times traveling. My husband has won. Good evening, Mom. Glad you could join. We have been traveling on some very fun trips. We've been to Canada, we've been to Rhode Island, and then we're going to do some other traveling. We're going to go to Colorado Springs for a couple days, and then we're going to go to Europe. So super fun stuff. And then the kiddos have started back to school, so I'm on my rounds of taking the children to school. I get to take 2 of them this year. We had G-Man started kindergarten, so he gets to go with our Haley Bug to the same school, and he is so excited and just thinks that's the greatest thing ever to get to go to her school, and he is so excited and has so much fun. He's just having so much fun, and it's actually fun for myself to take the both of them to school. It's actually pretty fun. So I get to take them to school in the mornings, and it's just a joy for me to be able to do that. So I get to do that for this 3 days this week, and then I'm gone, and then I get to do it for a while, 5 days next week, and then I'm gone for a while. So it's just whirlwind times, but it's fun. So we have some really fun, exciting things that are coming up. Tomorrow, as the demonstrators get to order from the fall catalog. Oh my gosh, I got a sneak peek. So as the demonstrator, one of the fun things that we get to do is first of all, we get to preview the catalog online. And this catalog that's coming up September to December has all the Christmas stuff in it. Oh my goodness, of course, my favorite time of year. So I got to preview it online. I already have a list going of what I want to order, and it does have a ton. I was really worried that it wasn't going to have any Christmas stuff in it. Oh, yeah. No, it does. It has a ton of Christmas stuff, so super fun. Tomorrow starts us demonstrators to pre-order what we want to order, and they're giving us quite a bit of time to pre-order, like they did with the annual catalog as well. So we get to pre-order tomorrow. We got to preview the catalog since July 31st. So we got to pre-order it for a few days. We get to pre-order until September 4th. And then I believe the 5th, the general public gets to start ordering. And just like they did with the regular catalog, and then they did with this last online big chunk that they sent, stuff just like sold out like crazy. So I'm going to want to start ordering a whole bunch of stuff because some of this Christmas stuff is going to go off the shelves and it's going to fly like crazy. Unbelievably cute. So, and then I'm going to put together my November. I'm going to try and carve out a November Saturday date to do my Christmas day that I do my cards, my Christmas card that I always do every year. So I just have to figure out what cards I want to do and then send out the invite. So super fun stuff that's coming up. That's super exciting. So I finally was able to order the Perfectly Pears bundle. Actually, it's a suite. So it had been on back order for a while. Then I finally got to order it. I actually want to order some more paper. That was also on back order. So hopefully here soon I can order some more. It's so amazing. So this paper, oh my goodness. I picked this. I actually pulled out a couple of sheets wanting to see. Oh my goodness. My screen is frozen. Yes, it is frozen. Seriously. Let's move this. I'm not frozen, but my screen is frozen again. Oh my gosh. I do not understand. Yeah. All right, so I am wondering if I don't have enough stuff deleted again, or if I unplugged it. So sometimes I'm thinking that it is the switch that it does that, because I had to unplug it because we did a call, and so then it just decides it's gonna just die on me. So let's see. So we're gonna have to do what we've done before. We're gonna have to switch this to here, and then we're gonna have to. So this paper is so amazing. This paper, you actually can cut out these. There we go. You can cut out the pears, and then these pears, and then this little leaves, and then there's flowers in here you can cut out. So it's pretty amazing. I know I thought I had it figured out. Every day I don't know what is going on. And then here's the other side of the paper. And then I picked this paper. This is paper we're going to use tonight. This is the other side. I pulled this paper out because I almost was thinking I wanted to use this one, but I decided not to. But there's the other side. So this paper, you can use the other side for other things as well. So amazing. Oh my goodness. The papers in here is absolutely amazing. So the colors, Basic Beige, Darling Duckling, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Petal Pink, and Secret Sea. So the card that we're going to make is this one. I did a fun fold actually. And you open it up and there it is. And so I decided to use the Darling Duckling as my base. And I decided to use, behind here is the Secret Sea. And I went with white. I was going to go with the back side of this one, which is, I wasn't sure that I wanted to. So I could have used the back side of that. That's the back side of this one. And then that would have worked for that. But and that would have been okay. I mean, because I like the color combo for the Secret Sea. And that would have probably been okay too. But I do like the white on there. So I decided to go with the white. And I cut out all of these pieces from the paper. This leaf here is cut out. Sorry, something's on my. From the die set. So the die set, you get the die set as well. That comes from the die set. There isn't a leaf, but simple, easy, because you're cutting out these from the paper, but you just use the die set, and this is Mossy Meadow. So it's a simple card. It is so easy. So you start with a piece of 10 3/4 by 5 1/2. So you only get one sheet out of your one piece out of your paper. How normally you get two. Then you have this little piece left. But save this piece because you'll be able to use it later. But you only get one for this card. And this was just so strange because when I did my card, for some reason, yeah, this side might be the same way. And I have a feeling my card, for some reason, yeah, had to turn it the other way. No, this one worked. My card, I somehow, I don't know what I did. I must have not scored it right, because see, I have some edge left and it won't fit in my envelope. This one I scored right because it worked. So I don't know what I did with when I did my card. I scored it. But you score it at 1 5/8, 3 1/4, 7 1/2, and 9 1/8. And it gives you all these score lines. So and then you just go in and you just kind of make sure that they're all brushed. And that gives you that little bit right there. All right, now we're going to kind of put it all together before we put this together. So our first, you need 2 pieces of the Secret C. And your first piece is 4 1/4 by 3. And, all right, so I had them wrong. And your other piece is 5 by 3. So this is the 5 by 3, and that's 4 1/4 by 3. And this piece I'm not going to do anything with, so I can glue it on here. So I'm going to just get some glue. I'm going to glue it on. When I did my first one, I did discover that probably it would have been best to build my white piece. Okay, this is, when I cut this, I had to make sure it's directional because there's pears on here, and we don't want the pears going upside down. So I had to make sure that I cut it so that the pears are going correctly. So I also want to make sure when I glue it that the pears are going the correct way. Sometimes the paper is not directional and it doesn't matter, but this did matter. So I want to make sure that it's on there. And in the background is the Secret C. So it doesn't like pop out, but I liked the darkness because it will pop on the yellow. So if you wanted, you could use this petal pink instead. I mean, you could use a petal pink background, but I liked the Secret C on there. So what I discovered was I probably should have built my piece on this white piece before I glued it on my Secret C. I did it backwards, but it doesn't really matter. So this is like half of a piece. So here's what I did is I just kind of laid it out on here first to kind of get an idea of where I wanted everything to go. Make sure it fit on here. And then I took it off and glued it. I think this needs to come up, but I want to cover that stem, but this will also cover it. And this glues on here. Oh, I didn't get out the ribbon. I wanted to put a piece of ribbon on there. We have some really pretty ribbon that comes in this, and rhinestones. I didn't get those out either. I didn't really get out all of it. I actually put this together today. I just did this today. Yep. And that. Okay, so that's going to all fit like that. I've been so busy trying to get ready to go on our trip for running around. I'm just like not with the program. I've not done much crafting at all. So this is the Mossy Meadow. So I'm going to stamp hello on there. I stamped it on there before, so let's see if I can do it again. It just fits on there. A little light, but that's all right. That is also in the dies, so that's really kind of nice. Okay, so I am going to use my dimensionals on some of this and glue on the other parts. So I brought out my silicone mat just so that if I needed to, I could. So I'm going to pull some of this off. I kind of know where it's going to go, but I wanted to glue together this pear and this leaf. So I took the leaf and I put just a little bit of glue on the leaf. And I see I put it on the wrong side of the leaf. It needs to go on this side of the leaf. That's why I have my mat, because it's on the wrong side. All right, so there we go. All right, then I'm going to glue these leaves. Now these leaves have holes in them, so you just want to put some glue, a little bit of glue on, on these leaves, and a little bit on the stems. And I put it so that's all the way up there and then just kind of wraps down and around. Okay. And see, it won't stick to there. All right, so we do want glue on this side. So, I mean, the glue was okay to be there, but and we want this just about up here, just to cover that. That's where I want it to sit. And I put dimensionals on our flowers. I'm wondering if I can get one more. Yes, I can. Okay. And I glued this, but I'm going to put my flowers first so that I know where to place that at. I think it goes kind of like this. Yeah. All right, now we can glue this pear. And then I put dimensionals on this hello, and I used our mini dimensionals. So Oops, let's not put it on upside down. Now we can glue it to our other secret C. Whoops, it moved on me. Okay. There we go. All right. Now we're going to put that on the card. All right, our middle piece, what did I do with that? We have a middle piece. Nope. What did I do with it? That is 3.5 by 5.25. I did cut it out, and who knows what I did with that. I think this is it. And I didn't do anything to the inside of that piece, but you could stamp on it. You could do almost anything with it, but I didn't. But you could, we have all kinds of stamps. You could stamp the pear. You could stamp the pear. You could stamp that. You could stamp the flowers. You know, you could do any of that, but I just left it blank. And then you could write on the inside. Usually I do something with the inside, but I didn't. I kind of. Okay, so now we're going to put these flaps on, but again, making sure our pears, but we don't want to put anything, any glue or any tear and tape on this side because it's got to, we don't want it to shut. So we just want to kind of look, and we want to give it a little bit of border up and down. So we want to kind of see that, okay, this is about where we want the tape. I use tear and tape. You can use glue. Glue will hold, but I like tear and tape just because that makes it the strongest. And it's going to be, I'm laying it on my little table, and I'm like, okay, that's about where I want it to go, end. So I'll turn it the other way. So I got 3 strips on the one before, so I knew that. So I'm going to put the first one very close to the edge. And I'm going to do my other one really close to that one. And then I'm going to test it out. I'm going to lay this out. And I can see here that I can still do one more row. And I could have probably gone longer, but it will be okay. All right. So I use the take your pick tool because I can't ever get these backings off. This helps you just pick that up. and pull that off. So we're going to pull all 3 of them off. All right, now to put these on, I am going to, all right, I did it easier in the day. We just want to try and get it even up and down and give it a little bit of a border. And I don't see any, so I'm really happy that I did that. And just stick that on there. And I just love the look of the Secret C and the yellow. And it pulls this yellow out so much. I just think that is so awesome. Now we're going to do the same thing with this piece to this side. So this is going to go here. So pull this off, and we're going to do the same thing to this side. Is we're going to just even it here and here, give it a little border. And I believe I got 3 strips as well. So on this side, yep. I just have to double check myself because I forget which side that I'm putting the strips on. Yep. Okay. And especially I want to use the tear and tape strips for this piece because I have all this extra weight on this side because I built this side up with this. The glue will definitely hold this, but I really want extra for this because I've got all this pieces on here. And I'm pretty sure I can get one more on here. But I'm going to just double check. Yep, I can get one more on here. Doing the same thing, using my take your pick tool, and I pop this up. Oops. All right. I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to just come in here, and I'm going to just try and give it, even it up and down, and just give it a little bit of a border. I'm going to flip it over and then give it a good once over. Okay. think that my little okay. So our ribbon is Mossy Meadow ribbon. Oh, I picked good then. I used Mossy Meadow, but it'll go. I'm going to make a little bow here. As soon as this comes off. This is beautiful ribbon, and it is very soft and easy to make a bow with. I've watched people make these bows, and oh my goodness, it is beautiful. All right. Apparently, I'm having problems since I have not made bows in a long time. Super soft. The person making the bows is the problem, not the ribbon. There we go. Oh my goodness. It's amazing ribbon. It's actually really good ribbon. It's the perfect kind of ribbon to make the bows. All right. And then our low profile sparkle dots is what came with this. And I'm going to use yellow ones. Maybe. There we go. All right, one more. Come on. There we go. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Ta-da! And then you can decorate the inside if you want to, but that is our card for tonight. Yeah, those colors. I know they're very different for me. I don't normally do those colors. They're a different kind of color. I know, that's crazy. I don't know. So, but I like it. I liked the colors when I saw them. I liked the dark colors, and I liked the greens and the blues. So I went with it. So yeah, I don't know. And each time I do this, I don't know what's wrong with my thing. I know I thought I had it figured out. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, hopefully next time, I just work with it, and I don't know. Again, who knows? That's what makes me think that it's the camera, because sometimes that camera works. I don't know. I don't know. One of these days I'll get it all completely figured out, but I make it work, improvise. Anyways, thanks for joining, and I will see you, I don't know, probably next month, because I don't know if I'll get anything done next week because we're gone this weekend all weekend, and I won't have time to work on anything for next Monday. And then after that, we leave on a Saturday, so I won't be back till September. So, but if you need anything, get in touch with me. Otherwise, I will talk to you later, and you guys have a great evening. Thank you. Bye.